the first media consulting podcast, The Business Chronicles, where we dive deep into the stories of successful business owners. Here's your host, Didi and Nicholas. Thanks for joining today. Let's talk.
Welcome, everyone, to our podcast where we dive into stories of successful business owners and entrepreneurs from various industries. And I am so excited to introduce to you Byron, who's the owner of Get Lit Productions. Welcome, Byron.
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm good.
To be on your show here. Appreciate that.
Absolutely, man. I'm excited to have you, and we're excited to bring our listeners to tell them a little bit about your business. So let's kind of start there. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Absolutely. So you mentioned Get Lit Productions. That is actually, in fact, one of my businesses. We do event lighting production. The one I think that is most important here that we talk about is called Get Lit Decorative Lighting. Also Orlando Trim Light. And we're a Central Florida business located out of Winter Garden. Been in business doing this for going on 5 years now. I'm a licensed master electrician. That's my background. And the reason why I'm doing this. COVID was kind of the spawn of the business. Doing permanent holiday lighting is what we do, as well as other outdoor lighting such as pool cage lighting, landscape lighting, commercial outdoor lighting, all based around low voltage products. So with the COVID coming along, the event lighting production, the Get Lit Productions that you mentioned there a few minute ago, all but died for a while. So I had to continue to be in business and do something. And so we started this outdoor lighting thing. It's been well received. You know, everyone loves permanent holiday lighting. I'll say not everyone, but a lot of people love outdoor permanent holiday lighting. So it's very fortunate for us that we're in the business and we do enjoy doing it.
So you really gotta know what you're doing when you get involved in your type of business and industry, correct?
Absolutely. It's electrical, whether it's low voltage or high voltage stuff. It still cause fires, hurt people, things like that. So it's very important that knowledge of electrical systems in any capacity overall is known.
So what is it that our listeners need to look for when hiring a landscape lighter? What is some of the most important things that you can point out to them and help them choosing?
Like anything else, when you're shopping for something or looking for a service is reviews. So if a company has good reviews, that's a good sign. Number one,
Absolutely.
And I think maybe a more important thing is finding a licensed electrical contractor to do this kind of stuff. We have a better knowledge of power needs and power requirements and limitations and safe practices as far as installing these lighting systems. So very important, those two things.
That's very important, and that's good to know. So what inspired you to get into this business? I think you kind of answered it, but in the beginning, you know what I mean? What really wanted you to go into the lighting industry, landscape lighting industry?
I started back in high school learning electrical, and the reason I did that because my dad's a plumber. Didn't want to do plumbing because it's dirty, and then I found it dirty too. So, but no, the lighting thing. Actually, the original Get Lit Productions things was the idea of my then girlfriend, now wife, that we have 2 kids with, but it was her idea to get into event lighting, and then the event lighting for 15 years now has been very good. And like I say, COVID came along, had to kind of reinvent myself again, and then we started doing permanent holiday lighting. So I've always had a background in the electrical trade from the mid '80s, and that's been just kind of my go-to overall.
So when you talk about holiday lighting, you have your different LED lights, you have your white lights, you have your colored lights. What do you see as more the trend today?
Well, permanent holiday lighting is becoming the trend. We use a product called Trim Light,
Okay.
and that product, the company that I'm an authorized dealer of the Trim Light product. Trim Light is the originator, the creator, the longest running permanent holiday lighting system out there. But to be able to control your lights from the palm of your hand with your phone, set up all the holidays, set up nice decorative look house, and celebrate all the holidays, all birthdays, game day colors. If you're sports fans, you can do all this now with permanent holiday lighting that blends into your house. You don't even see the lights there, and that's the new thing. So yeah.
Oh, that is cool. That's very cool, man. So, what are a few lessons that you've learned as a business owner? Anything you want to share?
Yeah, it's not as easy as some people might think.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely.
In starting out, in business for myself, being a sole proprietor, being myself, only having to rely on myself to, to to go to work, to do the work. That's easy, overall. You just got to get your butt out of bed, right?
Right.
But as things progress and the business grows, if you want it to grow, most people would overall like the business to grow. There's a lot of things. It's not just me having to worry about me. It's me having to worry about all of my employees. I mean, they got bills to pay. We have bills to pay as a business. I mean, I'm not only supplying a lifestyle for my family, but I'm helping to supply a lifestyle for all the people that work for me. So there's a lot of pressure, and then also keeping customers happy,
Yes, that's
warranty
right.
services as they're supposed to be. So there's a lot of working parts. I've learned that I can't wear all the hats,
That's right. And
although
that's
I
and
still try to. So yeah, yeah,
yeah, and that's a good point. Juggling many hats as a business
yep,
owner, that's what you're doing, so you have to
absolutely,
really kind of think and dive into that too as your thought process when you start a business.
yep.
So what's the one thing you wish our listeners can know about your business? Something that really stands out that you come across a lot with your customers.
Um, we care about our customers. There's no doubt. I mean, we're in the business of customer service first and foremost. Second is lighting. We want customers to ultimately be happy with our services, and then love their lights second. And
I
that's
like that.
really what I'd like to be known for helping people.
Awesome. And as we wrap up here, a couple more things. What advice would you give aspiring entrepreneurs or new business owners, based on your experience? Maybe one or two key points.
Um, don't give up when it gets tough. Persist. You know, uh, Going into business is not for the lighthearted. There's a lot of hurdles. Just be strong, and find those people, the mentors that can help you push through the next level. People are really the biggest part of business, and relationships. So form great alliances, form relationships, find those people that can help you, and it'll truly get you to the next level, and keep you hyper focused in how you make this work.
Very well stated, Byron. I like that a lot. And if you can just let our listeners give them a way to get a hold of you, it could be your phone number, it could be your website as we wrap up here.
Absolutely. You can find us online. It's orlandotrimlight.com. That's Trimlight, Trimlight, orlandotrimlight.com. That's the best way to find us. You can find all kinds of information. You can set up a free demo and on-site quote to get an idea of what any outdoor lighting is going to cost you. but orlandotrimline.com is the best way.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being part of this podcast. We were so excited to learn so much about your business. Hopefully we'll have you back in the future again, and
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
I greatly appreciated to have me on. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for tuning in to First Media Consulting Podcast. If you enjoyed the podcast, subscribe today. To nominate a business you would like to recommend to be on our show, go to firstmediaconsulting.com or call. Thank you for listening.